The ability to persevere despite overwhelming odds. What is man if not for this singular trait? For if man wants not perish at the hands of formidable despair, then they must hold on to their truest desires. The desire to live. Rumi, Peter, and Thanatos, three unlikely heroes gathered together by what can only be called fate. These three, after months of the world living in fear, have done what no one thought could be done. They slayed the first of 7 great blights, the great blight of strength. Upon its defeat, Rumi brandished his weapon, known only as the blade of the Holy Grail, to absorb a holy energy that exited the blight. This energy imbued itself into the blade, manifesting itself as a new string on the harp of his blade. What our heroes do next, and who they'll face, no one can truly say, as currently, our heroes find themselves lost in the dark paths of a forest trail.
Oh.
We've been walking this. How long have we been walking this forest trail? Wait. I'll just ask in
character.
character.
Like I knew the way back.
How long have we been walking this forest trail? Oh, I'm tired. I could use a rest.
Yeah.
We must press on.
I feel like I could use a little nap. Lizard looks sleepy.
How are you doing, Lizard? I speak to it with my animal speaking abilities.
Yeah. I mean, it for sure hears you.
You hear...
Our trek
I
is
think
far
there's
from
something wrong with
complete.
your wizard. I mean, your lizard.
No, it's not a wizard. It's just a lizard.
Let's, is it nighttime? Yeah, of course it is. What did I ask?
It is, yeah.
Maybe we set up a small campfire, or maybe not. Thinking about the fire that we just left behind.
Yeah, let's go see how that's spread, Lizard. Lizard is gonna sort of jump off Thanatos' shoulder where he's at right now. Sprout these 6 little tiny feathered wings, fly up 100 feet in the air, and Peter will just, I guess, warg basically and look through Lizard and see where we are in this forest and how much of it is on fire.
Okay, yeah, so you look
or has
out
it been
and
dealt with?
in certain directions, like in the opposite direction you're going, the fire is still spreading, but you see in the distance like the small lights kind of coming from the town. You notice that the fire has in fact stopped a little bit short of the town. It looks like they managed to deal with it somehow, and they're gonna be okay, thank God. But otherwise. Yeah, it's still spreading. It's a pretty big forest.
Thank man.
Oh, thank me.
Oh, thank man. Yeah, no, it's still spreading, but it looks like the town's gonna be okay. Where are we walking towards currently? He's 100 feet up in the air.
What are you walking towards?
Yeah, like where the fuck are we going?
What do you see, Peter?
In the distance,
a fly.
You do actually see a settlement far ahead, that you're slowly making your way towards. And often even more like, let's say you're moving west right now, more towards the kind of northwest, more north than west. You'd actually see where you used to live runs up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. How do we tell directions if there's no sun?
That's the fun part.
Okay, so one of them is there. There looks like there's a town left is straight, and there's actually Ron's, which is where I'm from, is near here too. Like it's like left, rightish, upish.
Actually, you know what, Peter? Perhaps one of my visions will come to me and it'll tell us where we need to go next.
Oh, that'd be really convenient.
I put my hands on my temples. I cast minor illusion in front of them.
Jesus Christ.
Of course. I want to do it subtly. I'm gonna try and make like the sound of an eagle come from a random direction.
What the fuck?
Do you hear that? That's the
Yes.
eagle of fate.
I think I do hear something. Okay, Xandroth is gonna also cast minor illusion and make it sound like the eagle is screaming in pain, and then the sound of fire for some reason. I think there's something wrong with that eagle of destiny.
What are these sounds?
What's going on?
I believe something has killed the eagle of
And
fate.
then there's just a thump and just a low sizzling.
Thanatos, that must be where we need to go next.
I pull out my weapon.
that poor bird.
We must tread carefully.
But first we must rest. Serious about that.
Actually,
Then are you guys gonna press forward, or are you gonna stop for camp?
I wouldn't.
Well,
I wouldn't
There's
stop
like
for camp.
no reason to stop for camp, but like Peter, sure he will. I mean, I got if Rumi's really pushing for it.
Well, here's my question. We're heading towards the next blight, right?
We don't know
yes,
that. I
where
mean,
you
we
don't
want to,
know,
right?
you don't know where it is right now. Yes, but surely you'll find one eventually if you just keep walking.
Is that what we've been doing for the past few days? Just walking in
For
a
the past
direction?
like day and a half, I'd say. Yeah.
We've just been walking in a direction.
Come
The
on.
heroes of fate.
Okay.
Guys, I mean,
I've been
Lizard
leading
just
us in a
pointed his-
direction.
Lizard just okay. You're just leading us. That's fucking funny.
We've been walking for a day and a half, it feels like. If
You
we
will not
only-
rest until the next blight is slain.
I mean,
No,
is the
but we
next
haven't-
blight even this way? Sorry. Okay, I'm coming.
We will find it, young Peter.
Let's at least take a second and just get to know one another. I mean, we're gonna be the most powerful people in the world after we take on these blights, so we might as well just
know about
share secrets and swap stories. And
Thanatos stepping forward, like the stomping into the ground, just stops with a louder stomp. And you hear the whirring as he turns around to look down at you.
Oh,
What might
we're
you need to know about me?
similar size, and you don't have to look down on me.
And as Thanatos turns around here and starts like intimidatingly looking down upon Rumi, Peter,
I'm never intimidated.
you would actually feel out of nowhere 2 pairs of eyes set upon you from the forest bushes.
so just so you guys know, this is very fun. The Eldritch invocation I took is a little homebrew one I found called Inverted Gaze, where if a creature within 30 feet of you is looking at you, you immediately become aware of that creature's location. So when these two are looking at me, this like flaming eye materializes like looking back at them, just and it vanishes when Peter turns around and looks. Sorry, is someone over here?
Thanatos, I mean, I don't want to know anything specific, but if you want to share.
No. I wish to accomplish the mission.
Do you have to oil yourself?
It does help, but not necessary.
From the bushes, actually,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
3 of you would hear very, very like in a loud whisper.
I'm sorry, did you say
Okay.
something, Peter?
Okay, ready?
Do you think he uses WD-40?
I think they're counting. I think someone's counting
one.
down.
and 2 people very unsurprisingly jump out of the bushes, weapons in hand. One of them with like a wooden staff that goes up and has like 2 pointed edges. In between, there's a little piece of a jadeite, a luddite, spinning around in it, kind of suspended
cool.
in midair. And she points at the lady who just busted out of the fucking bushes. Points it directly at you, Peter.
Okay, I start giving her my money.
And another
Stop,
man.
Peter. I stop,
go.
Peter.
And a man with a long sword, with a sort of like wool sweater that goes up towards and covers his mouth a little bit with padded leather pads on the important parts of the body, comes out and instantly takes a swing at Thanatos and just clinks off your armor.
I would like to try and intimidate him.
I would like to start giving
I
them my
wanna-
clothes.
I literally just rolled a natural 1 on this attack, so
Holy shit.
it's been bad.
Jesus Christ.
I wanna so stupid. I wanna use channel divinity dreadful aspect.
Bro, what?
So they need to make a wisdom save or they are frightened of me for 1 minute.
Holy shit.
Dude, I'm rolling so incredibly bad.
What's that?
Can we
it's an 8
traumatize these
total.
people, please?
It's an 8?
Yes.
DC's 12, that fails.
So this is on the guy who just attacked you?
I just looked down at him.
Okay, so yeah, he jumps out of the bush, and this lady is just pointing her staff at you, Peter. This guy jumps out of the bush and instantly swings at you and just clinks off your arm, and just looks up at you, and your eyes begin to glow this furious red. As he sort of falls to the ground and starts scurrying back, hands behind him.
I want to get in between him and Thanatos and offer to help him up, and I scream, or I shout at both of them. I go, whoa, what's going on here? Why are you attacking us out of nowhere? Can we just take a second?
Can I do something real quick? So Peter's giving him, I'm taking off the clothes off my back. I'm giving them all my money. and then suddenly there's like a little shudder, and he's like, uh-oh, here he comes.
Heaven has laid empty, but there is still room in hell.
And Xandroth is gonna cast banishment on the lady that's trying to muck me.
Are you fucking serious? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna make you roll a wisdom saving throw, but yeah,
She needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Finally, my good roll.
What'd you get?
Natural 20.
What the fuck?
25 total.
Okay, yeah, nothing happens. That's crazy, dude. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on the spectrum today. It's 1 or 20.
Well, yeah, nothing happens. Could I still try and maybe intimidate her a little bit, or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me describe what happens here quickly.
Holy
the guy
shit, dude.
yells out.
What is wrong with you guys?
The guy, get away from us, you blights!
I cast
terrified.
Enthrall on everybody within 60 feet.
Okay. What does
Wisdom
that do?
save for all of you.
This is great.
This is
Okay.
mess.
Xandroth is gonna use counterspell. No, actually, no, I won't. What is it? It's a wisdom save.
Yes.
22.
The other two? Okay, so Peter, finally I can get to this part. She looks up at you quickly and she says, "Wait, Peter?" And then is instantly enthralled by her Rumi. And you look at this woman and you would actually recognize her as Era. She was a part of your adventuring party once upon a time.
Whoa.
Party.
Peter
Era,
was an
you said.
adventuring party?
How do you
What?
spell Era?
ERA. Just
ERA?
regular.
Why? Who adventured with him?
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Era, is that you?
How does she act when she's enthralled?
Sorry, it looks like
What
the
about the-
consciousness just
what about
faded
the
out of
other
your
guy?
eyes.
The guy is also enthralled. They're all enthralled. I've rolled terribly. Let me just be completely blunt about that.
So basically, like, they all have disadvantage on checks made to perceive any other creature than me. And yeah, so they're pretty much what the spell says. Their eyes are on me and they can't break their focus. As I start to say, as I bamf out the sword, but I spin it around so that I can play it, and the blade isn't facing anyone, and I just start playing the harp a little bit. Okay, now if everyone could just keep themselves calm and we will talk this out. Please, you two, if you are listening to me, Thanatos, cool it, man. What are you doing? And Xandroth, stop. Just for a second. These are normal people. They're not great blights. They're not gods. They can't harm you.
No, they couldn't.
And we're not gonna harm you two, so just stand up and put your weapons back in their sheaths and let's speak about this. Gently now.
I love that your first instinct was to go to Xandroth and cast banishment, by the way. Can they talk and stuff? Well,
Yeah. They have disadvantage on looking at other people.
okay.
I still know I'm here.
Eyes
It's fine.
are like locked on you at this point, Rumi. And she says,
I have just enthralled them, just the word of enthralled.
okay. And she kind of like puts her staff off behind, like
I'm
almost
beautiful
sheaths.
and magical.
God, he's so
and the
beautiful and
music is-
magical.
The music is nice. It calms
it's
the
pretty-
atmosphere, I
pretty-
hope.
It's so
He's pretty
nice
cool.
and calming, and the atmosphere is so nice.
I like to
Yeah,
think that
alright.
Xandroth hates my music and he goes away every time I play it.
Oh, you passed yours, right? Well, Peter.
Yeah.
Why do I keep on saying? I keep
Yeah, he's not
thinking Will.
he's not enthralled. He can look around.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Thanatos
Yeah,
and
fine.
the other two are.
But like
are
I'm
just,
I'm chilling. I guess
Yeah.
I'll put my money back in my pockets.
Peter, pants up, man.
Yeah. Oh, I just figured they'd want them. Okay.
First time you see a woman in how long, and this is how you act. You're better than that.
Well,
The man is still terrified of Thanatos. Obviously, I don't think that just goes away.
No,
but he is
but
still
can't-
locked eyes
can't
on you.
look at
actual
Thanatos right
mental
now.
torment.
It's like the sleep paralysis demon in the corner of your eyes and
Jesus
your
Christ.
peripheral vision for this guy.
Man, can you just join the lady over here? That scary robot is not gonna hurt you.
You're not gonna hurt us. Am I hearing this right?
Of course not. We just came from slaying one of the blights, actually.
What?
Yeah, that's why the forest is on fire. A few
These
miles
people are
away.
insane.
Yeah, the big strong guy.
Era, when are we gonna stop doing this? Huh? I'm tired of this.
I agree. You should stop doing this.
And where's the fun in that?
Sorry, what are you guys doing exactly?
Peter,
It's good to see you, Era.
I'm still enthralled. I
It's
can't look
it's
away
fine
from
that
this
you're
guy.
not making eye contact.
if they
I
have-
honestly prefer it when no one looks me in the eyes. It's
If
why-
they've calmed, I'll drop it all. So
They've
everyone
definitely
is-
calmed a little bit.
Yeah, right.
He's still terrified. The guy's voice is shaky. As soon as you drop it, he looks towards Thanatos and just like holds eye contact.
As he's looking at me, I want to kind of do one of those like lurch
He jumps
forward,
back. He jumps back.
lurch forward a little bit. Like, what's up?
Holy shit.
Peter, it's been so long.
Yeah, it's just eye contact's so weird because I don't know what eye to look at, or should I just look at like the nose?
Oh, Peter, you know this gal.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm,
no, we
I'm
go
picking the forehead. Yeah, we
way
used
back.
to be in a party.
A party.
Yeah, party.
I didn't take
Is
you
this
for
your
a
mate,
party,
Peter?
What kind of
No,
party?
no, not like a party.
cosplay party, a drinking party.
No, mate like friend. Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know.
Your
I'm
companion.
No, I'd say we were friends. I mean,
sorry. Oh my gosh, yeah.
we did so much together.
Yeah.
You haven't changed a bit. You're still staring at my forehead just like you used to.
It's so hard to tell where to look. Should I change? I start looking at her nose instead.
Is she also formidable?
Yeah, she's super formidable.
Oh, an adventuring party.
Yeah. I mean, I've
That
long
makes so much
since
sense.
put down the daggers and have picked up some Luddite, but she kind of
No.
waves her staff around a little bit.
That's cool though. Yeah. What are you up
Yeah.
to now? The adventuring didn't really work out for me, so I just looked at rocks. What
Oh
about
yeah,
you?
well, I stuck with Terran for a while, but after a bit, you know, not many people can keep up with them.
Is that your name? The guy who is I'm talking to the guy. who's
Okay.
pissing
Oh
his
no,
pants.
this is what did I put his name? Olin.
And yours?
And I'm Era. Fuck. And I'm Era. And she reaches her hand out to shake yours.
Yeah, I grab her hand and kiss it. A pleasure
She
to meet
she
you,
gets a
Era.
little flustered. He kind of blushes a little. What?
And then I reach my hand out to Ola. Ola? Is that you say? Did I say that? one?
Olin.
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 Yeah, Olin as well. I want to try and just calm him.
Absolutely.
After a minute, it will fade.
I kiss his hand as well.
You kiss his hand. He also looks a little flustered, but it doesn't calm him yet. After a bit, it does obviously fade as he sort of the tension in the area kind of just drops off.
I'm Rumi. You know Peter, and this is Thanatos.
Thanatos. So, are you just? She walks up to you like real brazen and kind of knocks on your chest a little bit. So is he just like entirely metal?
And he needs to
Is there a
oil
person
himself
in
as
there?
well. It's crazy.
That is strange.
What is your purpose for knocking on my chest?
I'm just curious. you
Go, he's maybe back away like a bit 10 feet, so he gets he's got a bit of a temperament.
Do you stand to oppose our goals?
No.
It's cool if you do though. That's fine.
I mean, I don't know what your goals are. You said you slayed a blight?
Correct.
1 out of 7.
Frankly,
Yeah,
I mean,
these guys want to kill God.
and what of you, Peter? I mean, what do you want to do?
I'm just going with it for now. They seem pretty cool.
Always get caught up in the flow.
What are you
Peter
talking about,
Is a
Peter?
worthy ally.
I don't know. God, guys didn't seem so bad. But...
Myself and these two are destined to be together.
Oh, wow.
And then we are fated to take on these blights and restore paradise to the world.
Yeah, I mean, there you go, really.
Rip the gods from their thrones.
Yes, rip the...
Those are some lofty goals for sure.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Since the fall happened, I guess we've just kind of been. Somebody has to keep communication between settlements, right? So, me and Olin here, we've been traveling from settlement to settlement, and kind of bringing news and whatnot. Now,
that's
wait, are
really
you
cool.
serious about killing a blight? Did you?
No,
Like-
yeah. No,
How
these
did-
guys
how did
beat
you
the
do
heck
that?
out of him.
What?
He was really strong. They just hit him until he died.
Wow, you can hit them until they die.
Yeah.
We slayed him with the help of the powerful moon beast.
Like that. Yeah, they had the moon beast with them, so it was pretty easy, I think.
Well, like I said, we are destined to do so, so
You
eventually
guys
all
roll a
these blights will
persuasion
fall to
check.
us.
Can somebody just roll a persuasion check? Right now?
Who?
Me, I'm the best at it.
Yeah, Rumi. Sure.
Like I was saying.
You want to take advantage on it from the help action?
Sure. Well, good thing I had it, because one of them was a natural 1. So
There you
18,
go, man.
18,
You're welcome.
18 total.
18.
Probably
Her
don't need it.
eyes
He says in
kinda light up.
hubris.
Holy shit! You guys killed with a moon beast. What is that?
It's just a moon beast.
What is
A
that,
great
like-
beast of massive, unbelievable power proportions.
And it's,
Yeah, it has
under
lunar,
Peter's
it has
control.
lunar power. Well,
So
it's
you're
not
telling me
under my
that like
control.
a beast
course
came
it
from
is.
the moon after it disappeared?
Yeah, the moon came
All
back
thanks
for
to
a little
Peter.
bit.
All
It's
thanks
not,
to
no,
Peter.
I didn't know.
Truthfully,
guys.
had Peter
What are you
not
doing
been
here?
with us, we would have struggled immensely.
No, it's all Xandra.
Our survival chances would have lowered without his presence.
No, that's
Xandroth,
not-
Smandroth, it's all Peter. You should,
Oh, you can't.
he's
you
really
can't hear-
leveled up, I
you can't
assume,
hear-
since you.
Xandroth, Smandroth!
I'm sorry about that. It's just I got this big angel in me now, Era. It's like a whole thing.
But Peter is the biggest angel, aren't you?
Oh man.
What is your purpose, small
You guys are
adventurer?
cute.
If you
Actually-
still want-
well,
if you still
actually,
want all
she-
my money, you can have it too. By the
She
way.
actually reaches into her pouch and pulls out like a little piece of paper. I was actually just bringing news to the new settlements.
You know where to go.
Areas to avoid. What do you mean?
How do you? I mean, we haven't definitely not been walking in this forest for a day and a half.
Oh, well, see, I have this newfangled invention called a compass.
the thread of fate is not guiding us very efficiently. So if you,
We're on track.
A bird tried to tell us where to go, but it died.
She points up to the sky and points to an eagle. The eagle of fate. It brings me my way.
I knew it.
No!
That cannot be true.
My
I heard
visions
its
are
death in
never
the
wrong.
woods.
And what's been guiding me?
I do not know. The eagle of fate is slain.
Must have been a different angle.
Sorry, what,
But she
what
does-
news did she mention, by the way? She said something about the
She
void?
pulls out a little.
Did I hear that right?
No, to avoid areas to avoid.
Oh, I was like,
yeah.
what's the void? How do we get there?
No, not yet. Maybe one day, when you destroy the planet.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is this news that you're bringing? And could you bring us along with it?
Well, yeah, I could actually, absolutely. I'm just heading to the next settlement over. So we have these papers now for everybody that are just kind of saying where the blights are, I guess, areas to avoid. We don't know the exact positions, but the activity in the area is just too dangerous for people to be around, so we're trying to avoid it. The only two we haven't really located, though, are that of courage and that of charisma. Well, the rest of them they've found rather big hub spots. Like Faith is hanging out in Rand's, I guess.
Oh man, my apartment.
Yeah, it's probably busted up by now. I'm sorry.
Oh, crap.
Hey, did you ever get that log for your lizard?
No, I'm still working on it.
The lizard
Yeah,
resides
good
on my
luck.
shoulder now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is that the same lizard you always had?
Yeah, he just changed color.
That's not normal.
No, he's just a lizard.
Lizard opens his mouth and the screams of the damned come out.
Yeah, it's just lizard things. He's gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna mellow out once he has a good log.
Yeah,
Sonny is
sure,
still
yeah.
sitting on your bag where he was last session at the inn,
Oh,
keeping
good.
Lizard's spot warm.
That's cute.
The lizard has been enjoying the bugs of nature.
I reach down and I grab up a nasty little caterpillar and I just let it sit on the shoulder in front of him.
It sits on the shoulder. He scoops it up in his mouth, and it kind of like disintegrates into ash before it even swallows it.
Wow, he's a hungry boy.
Who knew Thanatos would be a good caretaker?
His strength builds.
Anyway, Thanatos here is trying to kill all the gods. So, can we have one of those maps? If I can give you all my money.
No, we're doing this for money, but not from you, Peter. You're fine.
Yeah, no one ever.
How about instead of money, we trade in company, and you could guide us there? It'd be nice to have people who actually like to conversate on our travels.
Absolutely. I mean, it's getting a little bit late, so maybe with 5 people.
Yes. A rest.
Yeah, I could use a nap right about
No,
now.
we must travel.
Majority vote.
Why do you all insist to rest?
of democracy.
I figured that with 5, we could all take shorter shifts and get better sleep.
Even you, Thanatos, have to lube up during the night and get all squeaky and deaky for the next battle.
I do not prefer your word choice.
Warforged
yes.
do need rest. Only 6 hours, mind you. But
I may rest when the gods are slain.
Well, at least take a few hours to visualize it, and it'll help you perform better.
You see his eyes kind of like twitching closed and open. Like,
I don't think that's good.
I think there's a little bit of wiring.
We will
Probably
waste
going on
no more time on this. We press on.
I go to walk forward, I take like 4 steps, and then you hear like a fall straight flat onto the ground.
Do you think we need to like have a plug or something? Or
Hold on,
maybe-
how strong are you?
You look at him, you size him up, and he looks reasonably a little above average.
We might need
but
some
not
help
like
carrying our metal man to the nearest settlement.
Can't I just collect some firewood? I don't want to get near that thing. You'll kill me.
I enjoy sleeping outside. Is it safe around these parts?
As far as we know, yeah.
Not my first. But do watch out for any raccoons or bats. They carry rabies, and you don't want to die that way.
I know they always find a way to me
What?
in the night.
No worries, Peter. I'll keep an eye out for you.
No, Peter, I'd love to catch up for a bit.
Me
Well, we
too.
set up
That sounds
camp here.
good. We gotta make sure no raccoons.
Well,
get
I would
around,
love
though.
to hear about your adventures from when you were in this adventuring party, Peter.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, so you guys set up camp quickly.
We get squeaky deaky.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And you
Perhaps
take a
I'll
seat
share a
around the
little bit of my
campfire.
own.
I want to ask Era about something if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you mentioned you couldn't keep up with Terran. He's really cool, but where is he right now? I feel like he would have beaten up a bunch of blights by now.
Oh, you didn't hear, did you?
Well, I did mostly just sort rocks and hang out with my lizard. So,
Well, in the days
is he okay?
coming up to the fall, Terran was preparing to be chosen as a chosen.
Wait. And did it happen?
I can't say for sure. I don't think anybody's seen the Great Blight.
Do you know what?
For courage,
There's gonna
but-
be courage. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
But I haven't heard from him. And usually he's the kind of guy who gets in the news a lot. And news is kind of what I deal with right now.
So do you think he's...
I want to hold out hope.
Me too.
I do. So what have you been up to? It's been a while. The rock? You said you were sorting rocks?
Yeah, no, check this out. And he just pulls out like a bunch of just like rocks. Not even cool rocks, just like a bunch of sort of grayish black rocks. Dumps them out in front. Yeah, I've really been missing sorting rocks, so I've been collecting rocks. And I was thinking about sorting these rocks before I go to bed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been sorting rocks. I tried to get into a couple of different things. I tried a little painting.
Yeah,
I
so
can't-
what's this one? She points at like a sort of a gray one.
Yeah, that's types of rocks. Well, why don't I want to say that? The first one that came up was pegmatite, and I was like, I don't want to say pegmatite. Yeah, that's pumice.
Pumice.
Yeah, it's pumice. Pegmatite.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
What did you just say?
Pegmatite what?
Oh no, this one's pegmatite.
Stop.
It's real. It's a real
It's
rock.
what? It's
Pegmatite what?
It's what sort?
Dude, what are you trying to say, Fred?
You're trying to say?
I'm just trying to tell you. This is a good
I think you're
rock.
missing a word on the end there.
Peg
No,
your
it's just
what now,
pegmatite.
Peter?
No, it's just pegmatite.
Seriously, how long has it been since you've seen this woman?
It's been a few years at this point.
I want to prop up Thanatos like on a tree, and I'm gonna start like inspecting his like body, and I'll whisper, "All right, buddy, now how do I turn you on?"
I hate that. I hate that in this context.
You need to go to bed, bro. Rumi needs a fucking cold shower for 3 years.
I'm looking for his power on button.
Sorry, my best friend's really horny for some reason all the time.
Excuse me, I'm not the one talking about pegging
It's
at this
rock.
fine hour.
I'm not talking about pegging. What's pegging?
It's a sin we have to leave behind on our journey to become holy men.
So, what's your deal? You, the one, you said your name was, did you give me your name?
I gave them my name.
Yeah. Rumi, right?
1 second, miss. I'm looking for wake back up button. Can I find it? Is there any way to bring Thanatos back to life?
This is a Thanatos thing. That's up to you, Bizly.
I'm trying to figure out if it would be a dumb idea to give him a power button. Roll investigation.
Bro.
We're about to long rest, right? Good. I'm gonna use my strings of fate on my sword and re-roll that. Natural one to a natural 20, buddy. Let's go, baby! That's a perfect use of the strings of fate.
That's perfect. Okay, so you start to lift up
I have a vision where
Thanatos'
it's wrong.
helmet. You pull off the hood, and you start to lift up the helmet. And you see a small, like, circular hole, maybe the size of a pin.
Like a little fucking reset.
And it's like right at the base of the like skull.
How? Does
where
he
a
have
skull
like
would be.
a face underneath the helmet?
Kinda. It's more like I described it before. I'd need to pull up the reference again. But yes, he does have a kind of facial structure, but not exactly eyes, just more like lights.
Gotcha.
Like a pit of blackness with some light in it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hit the reset button with the paper clip or something.
Yeah, you take like
I pull
little,
a stick from the ground and just kind of.
As you touch it, almost like a jolt runs through his body, and he jumps right back up.
Whoa! Welcome back, Thanatos.
He like screeches his head over to look towards you, grabs one of the horns and pulls the helmet back down.
I thought you might want to join us for conversation.
Sure.
I sweat. So, Era,
Yeah.
you asked me what I'm about.
Yeah, I mean, you're so grandois. I mean, I've never seen somebody with horn. Are those real?
Mm-hmm. As real as you'd want them to be. And the light from Thanatos' eyes as he's walking over just kind of, refract again within the crystallized horns.
Then right behind her menacingly.
It's a long story, but my aim is to get to a point where I have the capability to do better than the gods do. And bring
Tearing
everyone,
them down in the process.
Of course. What Thanatos said. Bring
Lofty
everyone into
goals.
the place that they deserve.
Huh.
But right now, it's still a bit of a work in progress. I have to get more people to actually believe in me and an extension us.
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's
if you
not a
took-
cult.
It's not a cult? You promise?
I mean, most
I-
times, if someone starts the pitch with "it's not a
Listen.
cult," the chances of
course.
it being a cult definitely.
Oh,
I
and
don't
Olin
mean to
kind of chimes
persuade
up
anyone.
from he like it pops out of the bushes. This sounds like a lot like a cult.
Well, listen, it's like you have a decision, if you believe in me, and one day,
Okay, yeah, I mean, what you're describing sounds like a cult.
Is this the guy? Is the guy
Yeah, this is
saying
the
this?
guy.
I look over at him, eyes start to go a little red.
He drops all his firewood. Freezes.
think about it like this.
Why'd you turn that thing back on?
Because he deserves to be a part of the group, he's learning to socialize.
I want to stomp over towards him and stand like right in front of him, reach my hand out from behind him, grab a
sweat.
tree, rip it out of the ground, set it down on the ground, turn around and set up next to the fire and sit down on it.
Okay.
So anyways,
Yeah.
I promise people hope, Era. And if they believe in it, then it helps me get stronger.
Huh.
So help me help you in a sort of
Still sounds kind of culty, but you know, if you're going around killing the blights, then surely some people have to believe in you.
I don't ask people to believe in me. I do something for them, whether it's share a story and boost their morale or perform any kind of miracle I can, and should they choose to believe in the words I say, they do. And if they don't, then they're lesser for it. Or no lesser for it, sorry.
That's a good slip of the tongue.
Slip.
So
no lesser for it.
you guys are hunting down the Blightsland is what I'm getting out of this.
Well, that's the recent part of my story. There is a whole history.
Wow.
But I want to know more about you and Peter.
Oh, well.
I would also like to know.
Well,
It's
Peter,
curious, isn't it? What kind of weapon did you wield back then, Peter? Did you
he
guys slay
wasn't
monsters, or?
much of a weapon user.
Look at these flakes in this pegmatite. It really stands out. It's like,
I mean, Peter, do you still have the,
Peter actually, as he's just sort of sitting there, he kind of has like one hand on it. You can tell he's kind of been absent-mindedly touching it, and he produces this broken sword. It's mostly hilt. There's a little bit of shattered blade. Yeah, I always hung on to this from then, even if it didn't work out. It's sometimes still nice to think about.
You wielded this blade, Peter.
It's not really mine originally, but Tyrion let me keep it.
I mean, yeah, for a time he did, at least. Not a very long time. It was more like 30 minutes.
So,
Yeah,
it belonged to your companion.
it did. He was really cool with it, and then I sort of broke it.
Well, I mean, for good reason.
What was
Come
his
on,
reason?
tell him.
It's just a really good sword, so still feel bad about it.
Yeah, and what would have happened if you hadn't taken it off?
I don't know. I just right place, right time kind of thing.
These details confuse me.
There's no
surely,
reason
yes.
to be so humble, Peter.
Speak
You need to
candidly.
be more confident.
No, it's
Listen,
just
he
Tyrion-
saved mine and Taryn's life that day when he took up that sword.
Is that so?
I believe it. I
was
expect no
just-
less from Peter.
lucky to be there.
Sqloint.
You know, Sqloint.
Yes, Peter is worthy.
Here's Sqloint. I don't know about that. I mean, I broke it, but I'm glad you guys were okay.
You don't change. You really don't.
So, I'm interested. Should we get this fixed, Peter? I can teach you how to use it.
I could teach you how to use it.
While I brandish the sword, I'm actually quite skilled with blades.
I'd like to imagine at this point Thanatos would take his sword and just chop down a tree. One swing.
No, as he's saying that, I look over at Rumi. I extend the double-bladed scimitar just for like the one side.
So am I.
Different sort of skill. Thanatos is more strength-based.
I don't know if I
think
can
you
do
and I
that.
would be
It's
more dexterous. Of course you
But
can. Why couldn't you?
It's not really a sword. It's more of just, you know, a memory of something I tried. And it's okay if things don't work out sometimes. But it's still nice to think about them.
Your willingness to drop your goals is a weakness,
He said it, not me.
Okay.
but it sounds like you were honorable in your time.
It is okay if sometimes things don't work out, Peter. But if you have an interest in ever learning to wield that sword, I'd love to help.
It's okay. Sometimes you're right. Sometimes things don't work out, like the
But they
adventuring
can.
thing or the alchemy gig I tried, or I tried painting for a little bit. And teaching didn't
Era
really
kind of
work
elbows you a
out.
little bit. Listen, I know it may not look it, but Peter is one of the bravest guys I know.
Well, I already know that, thank you.
Oh, my ribs.
Well, I'm glad. You know, I'm glad he has companions who see that in him.
I
He
tell you
deserves
not,
it.
these visions have been warping my mind for months and months, and I always see Peter at the forefront. It's just Peter.
Stop it, guys.
He stands tall against his enemies.
Wait, what about the viola that I gave you? I can teach you how to play that.
Yeah, I can give it another shot. Hang on. I'm gonna try and play the viola. Yeah.
I want to help. Bardic inspiration. Bam, bam. Look,
Okay, here I go.
you have a D6.
Oh my god, I rolled so good.
Holy
Add
shit!
the D6. Add the D6. Add it.
22 plus 2 is a 24.
Woo.
Whoa.
Not bad.
Whoa.
What do you play?
My inspiration is me strumming the sword harp.
Peter starts to play it well. No, you know what? He starts, sort of starts to play it well, gets surprised by it, and then stops and says, okay.
Wait, Peter, why'd you stop?
I don't know. It was like a little too good.
It feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I just, maybe I
Then
feel
keep
like I
going.
hit the, no, I think I hit the wrong one, and so it sounded good because I hit the
No,
wrong
that was beautiful.
There are no mistakes in music. It's how you express yourself.
one. I do hot crust buns symphonic reprise.
I play along with them until we go to bed.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Has it yet been explained why these people attacked us?
Well, for some reason, people kept thinking we're blights. The men who attacked you thought you were a blight.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's always thought I was a little bit of a blight.
Don't say that, Peter. Listen, it's hard to see out here. And not many people are stupid enough to travel. Yeah, tell me about it.
So you just attack anyone who travels?
Well, you know, when you hear giant robotic whirring, usually it's a cause to be concerned. Yeah.
So it's your fault, Thanatos. Is there any way to make you... Oh, should we get more oil?
We need more oil, yeah.
Oil may be of service.
I don't know if oil's gonna stop your heavy footfall.
We could get you, moon shoes. You know, the things that bounce when you...
What are moon shoes? Does the beast produce these?
Peter looks frightfully up towards the sky.
No, they're just an they're an invention that I saw way back.
We shall find them.
True.
Moon shoes are now canon in the world.
They're out there somewhere.
So, I mean, if you guys are killing the blights, you know which one you're going after next? What's your plan?
Whichever one crosses our path first.
Would we, the three of us, know all of the names of the blights?
You wouldn't know the names of the people.
Oh, well, have I had any... I don't know if I've had any visions on what would come next, but...
No, you wouldn't have any visions on what would come next. They're all very... It's
Yeah,
hard to tell.
They
what,
seem out
like-
of order, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
I'm just gonna repost that there. I mean, if you needed a lead, I guess, the one I can say for sure that I know is out there is Faith. I mean, I heard it's actually the Holy Family's daughter.
What?
Oh, well, my visions are out of
Hold.
order, and...
What? Yeah?
Say this again.
The Holy Family's daughter, I think, was chosen for Faith.
Her name. Speak it aloud.
It would be hilarious if her name was Hope, and then she became the Blight of Faith.
That'd be really funny. It's Yuri. Yuri Dawnguard.
Yuri.
Why? I mean,
Do you
you know
notice?
her?
Time ago, yes.
How would you know someone of the Holy Family, Thanatos?
The Holy Family is my own.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, you were...
Your family?
For a time, yes.
What do you... I don't remember there being any metallic men in the Holy Family. I mean...
I stayed within the confines. But it is my family, or was. But if she is a blight now, lost to the crooked will of the gods,
You sure we can't do anything to help her?
Perhaps there is a way to set her free.
free from the misery,
If there is, I wouldn't know it.
Well, Thanatos, if we could save her and...
I must
remove the
not
blight-
forget the goal.
I just... Hypothetically. If we could save her. Would you want to? If we could do both in a perfect world. Which is what I strive to have.
She was kind. Well, the gods may deserve death. Her life may have been bright.
So we gotta find a way to help her out.
I'm sure we can.
So, Era Olin, do you know where she is?
Well, last I heard, she was the one who held herself up in her arms. I mean, in the holy cathedral itself.
Well, I mean, that's kind of where I'm from, guys. Maybe I could show you around.
I mean, from the sounds of it, so is the big metal clunky.
I've been there.
I have.
Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
It is
What?
none of your concern.
Right. Maybe we should figure out watch for the night.
Leave it to me, I'll go first.
I will guard after.
Yeah, and then me and Lizard can do the rest.
Okay. Olin, can you take a shift after that? Just one night of good sleep, please.
I trust this one not to guard us. I will take a second.
Oh, thank God. I like you, Robot Man.
I do not like you.
That's fine. You're letting me sleep. And he's getting ready and like tucking himself in here.
I want to look over to the woman.
The weak will of this man will have you slain.
Hey, I mean,
Rid yourself of him.
Olin's
or
always
perish.
been there for me. He's like, my
Yes,
best friend.
always been there. Like a bottom feeder.
listen, I think it
parasite.
says a lot that despite being afraid, that he's still out here with me. I mean, it's better than being alone.
Too scared to leave on his own.
Think what you will, I guess. I'm not here to change your mind.
I must ponder my thoughts.
Shut, like the lights go out.
And yeah, so Rumi, you're taking the first watch for the night. If you want to roll perception.
I feel as tired as, no. Alright, that is a 21.
Okay.
As I lullaby them all to sleep with my harp blade.
Yeah, you play a nice lullaby on your harp.
Kind of like
the
what we're
tones.
listening to.
Wow, kind of like Hollow Knight. You wait your harp for the 2 hours, and everybody sleeps peacefully. And you go and wake up Thanatos.
Before that, during my watch, I whistle up at Sunny and have them come sleep next to me as I sit up on a tree.
He cuddles up right next to your thigh, and gets in real close.
Yeah, I was cuddled up with Sunny, and then he runs up to you, and I immediately just faceplant into the dirt and continue to sleep.
Sunny. They've stopped since I met them. Those visions. I take it as a sign as we're going the right way. Although I miss having a direction set. It is strange not having that reassurance. I imagine that is what everyone else feels like in a godless world. And perhaps we have to find that reassurance in ourselves now.
Sunny kind of like kips, like just gives you a little kip, and rubs his head into your leg a little bit, kind of sensing that you're a little down.
Not down. Well,
yeah, little. What I don't know what the word is.
Reflecting.
Reflective, yeah.
It's a good thing I and only I know Thanatos' turn on button, and I go wake him up.
You go and wake me up, and my eyes beam open, and a light shines right into Peter's eyes as he's trying to sleep.
Wait, I have a question, Connie.
Yeah.
So if I always know when a creature within 30 feet is looking at me, and I always become aware of that location, does that count when I'm asleep? Because that's horrifying.
In your dreams, you sense somebody watching
No,
you.
God.
And then it gives you a nightmare.
It's shining like really brightly on your face.
You dream of a fucking giant Thanatos, like 70 feet tall. His eyes lasering down on you as you're in your apartment, about to give your new log to your lizard.
No. I start crying in my
You
sleep.
must learn the blade, Peter.
You wake me up, I just open the eyes.
Yep.
Give you a nod. and stand.
Best of luck, amigo.
Perception check as well for you.
11.
You stand watch for the 2 hours, and as you look around, nothing really stands out to you as unordinary. Sometimes you hear a ruffle in the bushes, but it's just a rabid raccoon that you murder. Another day. Peter, save another day for Raven.
Yeah, the raccoon is like already like halfway up to me, like farily sprinting towards my face.
Damn it. I was gonna be the one to save him.
But besides that, nothing odd happens. For just a surprising amount of feral animals.
But like any animals I would have slain and left in a pile. In front of Peter's
like
face.
right next to me.
Yeah, it's right in front of you. It's right in front of you.
Oh god.
I don't remember who was next, so I wake up Peter.
I keep okay, my eyes open to a corpse of freshly killed, I guess, animals.
Standing in front of you.
Peter!
Oh god, Thanatos, I had a terrible dream that all the wildlife was dead and in front of me. Ah!
Cease your crying.
What? Is something wrong?
I'm sorry. No,
No.
it's fine.
The boy had a nightmare.
Oh, I'm sorry, Peter. If you need a hug, I'm over here.
Okay.
Please shut up.
I did need a hug. Okay. I'm gonna take my watch. If anyone's looking at us or looking at me within 30 feet,
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna make the
Perception
check.
check anyways.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the check with Lizard, who also has 60 feet of dark vision.
As the person says, please shut up, I want to look over to Peter and say,
The condescension of this one annoys me. Given the chance, I would slay them.
I don't think you should. They're nice.
As you begin your watch, it starts out pretty smoothly. Nothing really happening. But eventually you hear some rustling in the bush, just a little bit forward ahead of you. You don't
I
sense-
prepare to be jumped by a raccoon.
You don't sense anything.
I shield my face.
Like it's staring at you or anything right now, but you're positive. It is rustling around there fervently.
I'm gonna go start trying to creep up to it, and I'll be able to tell if it looks at me. I guess I'll creep up to it.
By
yourself,
no!
Hey, little guy, if you're gonna attack me, just get it over with.
You approach the bush.
Yeah, I approach
and
the
then
bush.
you slowly kind of spread it apart and look through it, and on the other side you actually just see a little bunny rabbit. It's a little rabbit sitting there.
No.
And as you look up,
Hey, little
as
guy.
it looks up to you, almost shocked that you're there,
Yeah.
you sense 1, no 2, 3. Wait, 4, 5 pairs of eyes lock onto you from
where?
around the forest.
Around the forest. I let out a Scooby-Doo scream before someone is dragged off into the
as
woods.
As you're letting out this scream, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Ah! Okay.
Oh.
5.
Oh,
Wait, no,
gosh.
9. Sorry, I got a 12.
Oh,
12 on wisdom save. All right, great. Yeah, I let out a and I am going to.
and
That'd be funny. You said it was a spell.
Yes.
Xandroth is going to cast Counterspell.
Okay. How does
So you
Counterspell
see
work?
as Peter's eyes start to ink over, and then are replaced with like this fucking like fiery eclipse. And if the spell is 3rd level or lower, it fails and has no effect. If it's 4th level or higher, I need to make a check.
Make a check.
So I got a 14.
It still works on in this case.
Okay, it's above a level 4 spell that a bunny rabbit just cast on. Okay, I go down.
It's not the bunny rabbit. You can tell the eyes aren't coming from the bunny rabbit
Okay.
as you're going down.
All right. I'm down. Bye-bye.
You're just unconscious. You're asleep. They can like slap you and wake you up, just so you're aware. Yeah. You rush up and you see an unconscious Peter with his eyes sort of covered in this inky fluid, as he's laying there unconscious. You don't know what would have caused this right now, obviously, but
Thanatos, use your sense.
Divine Sense.
Divine sense.
Yes.
And then at this point, you detect within the bushes, slowly approaching you, actually brandishing weapons. You see 4 people dressed up in standard sort of adventure wear. One of them, a short, stubble dwarf with a warhammer, slowly approaching you, covered in iron armor. You see a elf with a bow trained in on your position. Each of them giving off like a small holy light with your divine sense here.
Holy light.
Yes.
I tried to wake Peter back up.
While I'm holding him up by the scruff of his neck, just like in front of him, like, hey.
Yeah, I just grab his face and just vibrate my hands.
That's funny.
Peter!
Absolutely works.
Oh, instantly?
Yep, it does. There's no
Peter,
check
wake up.
for this, it
I
just
wiped the
happens.
black sludge from his face.
I was sledging.
There's also 2 more
You've
in
been
front
inked,
of you.
Peter.
So there's
Again? Did I
You've
really
been
ink
goofed.
again?
so there's 6 total.
There's 5 total.
5 total.
Thanatos, what are we working with?
Foes approach from the bushes. Ready your blades.
And I like drop.
You-
Drop me.
I
Okay,
catch
bye-bye.
Peter. I obviously let you down easy. I'm right there.
You actually sense one behind you, actually towards where your camp is, maybe 30 feet back at this point.
Point out my scimitar towards the 4. And then I want to turn around and go towards the one behind.
And as you turn around, actually, you see a larger man, sort of ripped with muscles all down his neck. He has like ripped sort of cloth going down.
Compelled duel.
And he stares you right. Oh, compelled duel. I like that. He stares you right in the eyes, and you see his eyes are this sort of like almost void black with a purple, where the irises would be of his eyes.
Fucking Doctor Strange looking ass.
He fails horribly.
On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you and must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet away from you.
Then at this point, everybody roll initiative.
All right. 15.
21.
4.
Rumi is actually going to be starting the turn order.
Naturally.
Whoa. Naturally, of course, as he does.
I shout out, so I suppose there's no talking ourselves out of this. To the ones in the 4 that are coming towards us, right? Peter and I.
The ranger actually responds to you.
Oh.
No. We know what we need. Our adventure isn't gonna end yet.
I start giving them all my money.
Peter, stop giving everyone
This
your
is
money.
everything. This is all of it.
-1. Oh, you have 12, 10. Oh, dude, how are you gonna afford your log at this rate?
I put the money back in Peter's hands. I grab his face and say, Peter, stop.
Well,
Stop.
what?
You
If they
must be
don't-
strong and
But
stand
they-
up for yourself.
You're
like
right.
This.
They could want
And
something else.
I dart away
Oh.
from Peter and rush towards the 4.
So yeah, in front of you there is a fighter with a warhammer. There's a elven man with a bow. You see a tiefling sorcerer, or well, the lady with a fucking magical weapon, you know, whatever, same thing. And there is a human with 2 knives.
Oh shit, there's more than I thought.
You sure you want to run into 4 people, dude?
I cast command at 2nd level. I
Okay.
hit 2 of them.
Cool.
Brandish I still have the blade out. And I point it towards their direction and like 2 of the strings glow and then shoot out these golden threads that kind of wrap around the wrists of I'm gonna go with the one with the knives, and you said there was one with a hammer?
Yes. Yeah.
I speak the command word abandon.
Ooh.
Your current goal or unfortunately face the consequence.
You see the rogue almost conflicted by 2 different commands that he's running into, but he's overwhelmed by yours, and he starts to run back into the forest, abandoning the fight.
Watch out for bears!
He gets mauled by a bear.
What the fuck?
No,
And
that
the
doesn't
one with
actually
the one with the hammer stands his ground.
Yeah, he stands his ground.
Well, if I knew he was so strong-willed, I would have only casted it at 1st level. Well, then I bonus action hex him.
Okay.
So that golden string that was attached to the wrist runs up his whole arm and his torso and just kind of like embeds into him,
Okay.
marking him as hex. That's my turn. Go ahead.
Next up is the ranger in the forest who quickly takes out an arrow and fires it off towards you, Rumi, actually.
No! No!
And that's going to be an 8 to hit.
An 8? Nope.
And he's going to take another one and actually shoot it off towards you, Peter.
Of course he is. It'll hit.
And that's going to be 16 to
Yeah, it
hit.
hits. Yeah, it hits. It hits.
Okay.
No!
Peter's bad day.
And that's going to be 8 damage total.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, so he just takes out two arrows and like fires them and splits them. One goes towards you, Rumi, and one goes towards Peter. And then the one that goes towards you, Peter, just implants itself in your shoulder.
Ow.
And then
It'd be
Rumi-
really fucking funny if I deflect the arrow with my sword and it hits Peter on accident.
Yeah, no, okay, that's what happens actually.
Watch out, Peter! There's a ranger shooting arrows.
Thanks, Rumi. That was close. I
You
say
can
as I
clink
just clearly
his
have an arrow in me.
sword. Yeah.
Wow, that was so cool.
And that's his turn. Next up is actually the man who was shadowing over Era. And you at this point, Thanatos, as you're looking at this man, you notice that Era's eyes have kind of inked over as well with the same thing that happened with Peter. But he stares at you and he like fucking hand and fist is kind of getting ready to come at you here, and he's gonna go and swing at you. Does a 15 hit your armor class?
No.
Okay.
He goes to punch me?
Yeah, he goes to punch you. He comes in and he slams his entire fist in you, and as it kind of impacts into your chest, not even leaving a dent, he stares up at you, and again these void-filled eyes with like a purple ring just stare at you, unfazed by what is happening essentially. Then next up we got Peter.
Okay. How much of all my money do you guys want?
All of it.
Peter! No!
Okay. All right. And I take out all my money, and you see as just for a moment, he throws them out, and the gold coins sort of glimmer through the air, and
Go fetch.
and the coins hit the ground, and these like they almost make these like little ripples of golden energy as it whoosh kind of expands out into again a giant flaming eye of sickening radiance that like releases this sort of nauseating light.
Okay.
And those four need to make it's in a 30-foot radius. They all need
So
to
it'd be
make
the 3 because one of them dipped.
yeah. Did they make it more than? They only use an action. Did they make it more than 30 feet away?
Well, they would have already been like 10 feet away from you, so they're probably like 40 feet away at this point. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If I can get all of them in it, I will ideally get all of them in it. It's a 60-foot diameter, so it's a
Okay,
big
60-foot diameter?
sphere. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you
30-foot
would
radius,
absolutely hit all of
60-foot
them.
diameter.
You would absolutely hit
okay.
all of them then. Yeah,
They all
he's
need
not
to
more
make.
than-
They all need to make con saves. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you attacking the ones in front of me?
No. It's just these guys.
Okay, so let's see here. 3 of them fail for sure. What's the DC?
DC's 18.
18. They all fail.
All right, everyone is going to take 14 radiant. Everyone takes 19 radiant damage, and as a bonus action, should I not attack this guy near you, Thanatos?
So the thing is, if you attack the person in front of me, they're no longer compelled to duel me, and they can attack other people. Whereas right now, they have disadvantage attacking anybody.
In that case, Lizard's gonna go and fly over to Era and try and wake her up.
Okay.
Go, Lizard. Does that work?
Yeah, so you go over to Era and he how does he try to wake her up? I need to know.
Lizard licks Era's eyeball.
He opens his mouth and all you hear is...
Yeah, sure. Wait, it wakes her up. It also wakes Olin up. The both of them wake.
Oh, wakes them both up. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's loud enough. Fuck it. They can join the fray.
Hey, good morning, guys. We're all getting attacked and we might die. And then Lizard's gonna fly over to me, and I'm gonna run 30 feet in the opposite direction of all these people. just start booking it away. That's gonna end my turn.
Okay, and the next up is actually the tiefling. You see, like, cause she's gonna stand still and fire off towards you.
No, stop.
Magic
no,
missiles.
No. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, I need to make 4 concentration checks for this spell. All right, first one's a natural 20. Nice.
Okay, so you
Second one's
save that one.
Second one's a 10. That should save since magic
That
missile's
saves
only a
barely.
little. Next one's gonna be a 13. That saves. Next one's gonna be a 15. That saves.
So let's see here, and the total damage is going to be 14 damage.
14.
As 4 darts kind of like come out. You see it almost like the magic missiles just sort of like, you see like the area around it kind of warp as and almost invert as these missiles show up in midair around this person. They all fly out towards you, clearly trying to break your concentration on the spell, but failing.
Ow.
And that's going to be their turn. And next up, Era is going to stand up from her slumber. What's going on, Peter?
These guys want all my money, so I gave it to them, but they aren't going away.
Shit. And she brandishes her staff at this point. And she is going to cast Firebolt. She wouldn't know. And the one that's fighting, Thanatos, closest one. I'm sorry, man. She wouldn't know.
Crap!
I really wanted to try something.
No, she doesn't. In her sort of grogginess, she fires off a firebolt and it just kind of goes off into a nearby bush, and you actually hear a squirrel fall out of just foaming from the mouth.
This
ready
poor
to pounce on
wildlife.
Peter.
Jesus Christ.
So it doesn't hit. So I still got it.
So you're still good. Yes, you're still good.
Okay.
And you know, Owen's gonna be like, for 5 more minutes. It's your turn, Thanatos.
Just getting in character.
So what I want to do is stand in front of this. What does he look like in front of me?
So it's just like, so it's a regular human. He's got like ragged sort of cloth clothing going around and almost like a loincloth. He just looks kind of savage, very muscular. And he's just staring at you with this fervent, almost killing intent, unfazed by your metallic sort of exterior.
As I'm staring into his eyes, I want to say,
It seems fate has brought you before death. I will grant you this moment to pray to your gods before I saturate the soil in your blood.
and I
Yes,
want
the one-liners.
I want to try
They're back!
and channel divinity again, dreadful aspect, and you can apparently select multiple targets that can see me. Anybody that can see me, that's against me here. I want.
I'd say that one of the guys over there might, is within 30 feet, but that's about as much as you get. So you'll get 2 of them.
Okay. So
I will grant you
my
that.
action is both of them need to make a wisdom save.
Okay. One of them fails. The other one got a natural 20.
You know who failed the one in front of me?
Yeah, you know, Bizly for you, sure, man. I was actually gonna make
Sweet.
it that way, anyways.
Okay. So technically, he's compelled to duel me, but he's also frightened of me.
Is he just locked in this eternal stasis?
Pretty much, he can only attack other people, but he has disadvantage on that.
Bitchin'.
No, wait. He can only attack you, but he has disadvantage on all attacks against you, right?
Wait, can he
Is it compelled
attack?
duel?
Does
But he
being
can't move.
frightened?
But he can't move closer to you.
No, he's right in front
But
of
he
me.
can't
though.
move away from you.
He's right in front of me. He's locked.
in
He's
stasis,
locked.
bro.
Yeah, so he can attack you. He just has disadvantage on it.
Yeah.
Bet.
So he is
effectively,
locked in a
like-
fucking
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
Oh my god, that is. Imagine being compelled to fight something you're terrified of.
That is terrifying. That is awful.
Nightmare,
That is so
nightmare.
metal.
Yeah, so he is.
This big guy with the fucking.
I don't know how to
eyes.
describe his face.
I want him to see fire just moving up around my entire like hood and cloak made of fire, horns moving all the way up
my
of
God.
fire,
Satan,
and my
never mind.
eyes just pretty much like very satanic imagery in front of him.
On his face, yeah, you see this compulsion to fight you. He's unfazed by anything, but his body, his hands are actually kind of shaking as he faces you. But his face is kind of unwavered, is how it looks.
Okay.
Nutty, dude. Nutty.
And the next one is going to be the dwarf fighter, who is also in that area.
Make a con save, brother.
He got
Constitution saving
a
throw.
21.
That succeeds, yeah.
Hammer,
Okay,
right?
so he
That's
doesn't
hammer,
take
bro,
damage.
right?
That's hammer guy, yes.
Yes. Remember, yes. This
So
is
that's the hex guy.
Hexed.
Yeah, he's gonna actually run up to you,
Hey,
Rumi, and
if
try
he
to attack
fights
you.
with strength, is that an ability check to make an attack roll?
No.
And he rolled a 17 to hit.
Wow. Well, check this out.
What?
Shield. He tries to hit me in a force. This kind of like. I would say I block it with the strings of my heart blade.
That's cool.
Okay.
No, sir.
Yeah, and he slams his hammer against your heart blade and lets out this sort of this tone. Yeah.
Like a bell, like a ding.
that sort of rings out, almost like the bells of war.
I smile at him. Are you sure you want to do this?
And he looks back towards you, and he says, "We've come to take back what's ours."
And what is that?
And he looks towards Era, actually. And it swings once more at you. This time only being a 14.
He misses. I would have had that +5 lasts to the end of my turn. I think. Yeah.
It lasts for the whole, for the round.
Yep.
it lasts
So
for the
until the
round,
start
so
of your
you're good.
next
Freaking
turn.
awesome.
Yeah, you're good. And that will bring us back around, actually,
Well,
to
shit.
Rumi.
I say, well, first things first. So how far away from me? So there's this fighter dwarf with the hammer. There's a ranger. How far is the ranger away?
The ranger's probably 20 feet away from you.
Okay, and the rogue or the 2-knife person abandoned their goal.
He abandoned their goal. Let me just actually roll for him quickly. Okay, you hear the rogue man scream out in pain as like his body kind of shocks and tenses up and he falls to the ground. Because your AoE thing killed him.
Oh, in that case, he definitely doesn't tense up. He definitely gets swallowed by the earth in like a
Okay.
fire geyser,
Yeah.
and then just
Okay.
disappears forever.
Okay, yeah, he's just gone.
That's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Okay, then I will take care of this hammer guy first. I'm going to Booming Blade Mobile Flourish.
Don't go into the light.
And so to hit with that is going to be, I'll spend Bard against, oh wait.
Booming
First,
blade with this is a fucker combo. That's awesome.
so first, I'll bonus action Hexblades curse him, so now he is hexed and Hexblades cursed.
Okay, I didn't realize those were two different things.
They are two different things. Thank God
Jesus
for the
Christ.
Hexblade and the spell Hex. And then actually no, I can't do that because I'm gonna do a flourish. So backtrack that. Flourish is a bonus action. I keep forgetting. All right, so I'll mobile flourish Booming Blade. Here's the hit. I rolled.
Holy shit!
Hold on, I rolled a 28 to hit, but give me one second. Fuck, I should have Hexblade cursed him instead of hexed him. If you Hexblade curse and you roll a 19, it counts
That
as a
would be
critical.
that would
Oh,
be critical.
fuck, dude.
Well, shit, huh?
Whatever, bro. I'll save it.
It's okay.
God damn it.
You'll
Anyways,
have
I'm
more
assuming that
chances. It
I'm
does.
assuming
It
that
does. It absolutely does.
All right, so let's
Little
roll
guy
the
had no
sword
chance.
damage.
Poor guy.
That is 13 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
2 points of thunder is damage,
Okay.
2 points of necrotic damage, 4 points of bardic inspiration damage, and he is pushed 9 feet back.
From deeper into the AoE.
Go into the light!
No!
Yep, 9 feet away from me. And my walking speed increases by 10 feet now. And that's my turn. And I say, I really like that lady, so you can't have her.
So yeah, the ranger holds steady. I'm actually moving forward, trying to get out of this AoE that you've put down at this point. But at this point, he's actually outside of his range for bows. So he's gonna try to shoot you with disadvantage. And that's gonna be a 11 to hit.
Shooting me?
Peter.
Who?
Yeah, Peter.
11 does not hit Peter!
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Oh my god!
Peter, do
Oh,
as I
hang
told you
on.
and deflect it.
I drop my pegmatite, and Peter leans over provocatively, picking up the rock as the arrow whizzes directly over
Dude,
his
are you
head.
coming on to me right now?
Provocatively.
Peg your tight what?
No, dude, I just dropped my
His
rock.
pegmatite!
And he's
Just like
gonna
pegmatite.
take an improvised swing with his bow at you again, Peter. Now that he's within melee range, and that's
Wait, where the fuck did
11.
this guy get over here? I
Wait,
was like
how?
60
How?
feet
He was-
away.
He was
He was
20
20
feet
feet.
from me.
Yeah, 20 feet.
And
I
Peter's
doesn't
moved,
have
back,
two levels of
back.
possession.
I moved back 30
Oh, you
feet
moved
away.
back. Oh, never
last
mind.
round. Yeah, I sprinted away in the opposite
Okay.
direction.
Well, never mind that whole
I was like, holy
disadvantage
shit,
thing.
is he right
Anyways,
behind me? What's going on?
no, you're good. He's gonna swing at you, Rumi. Actually,
Sure.
he's in melee range of you at the
stay
very
the
least.
fuck
I
out of
forgot you
that.
moved.
I don't want to be in there.
That's gonna be a 13 to hit.
That misses. I block them once again. I said, wait your turn, darling.
And he just stares at you and he just kind of clicks his tongue a little bit. And next up is going to be the barbarian who's compelled.
Make a con save.
not him. He's outside of it. He's by
Okay.
Thanatos.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The
One that's in hell limbo.
yeah. He's he lifts his hands all shaky, like ready to throw another punch at you.
He praying?
He's not praying.
Mistake.
And he rolls a not good 15 to hit you as he tries to go in for a punch, and he just hits. He kind of like hits.
It would make contact.
Okay.
I'm not moving.
Yeah.
I don't move.
Yeah, he just kind of hits your arm, and like his hand recoils a little bit as almost in like pain because he's punching a fucking metal exoskeleton. But that doesn't faze him enough. He rolls a natural 1 on the second one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my fucking god. And for the next one, he goes and actually tries to goes for an uppercut, but he freezes actually right before he even impacts you. And he just stares deep into your eyes just with fear. And he kind of looks behind him a little bit.
Sorry,
and
this
he's-
is awesome. I just
Yeah.
read this, Bizly. He can only attempt the save again if it's more than 30 feet away from you, which he literally can't get.
Right?
That's so
It's
fucking
awesome.
funny. That's so funny,
Yeah, you
dude.
literally
He
like
can't
locked
go
him in a
anywhere
paradox.
or do anything.
He's locked in a fucking
That's
paradox.
awesome, bro. What the fuck?
It's so on brand for Thanatos to be able to do that.
I thought of this early. I really wanted to try it, and I can't believe it worked so well.
And he as he's frozen, he's shaking. He says, "Terran will get what he wants." That's his turn.
Hey, sorry, hang on. You say Darren over there?
He doesn't respond to you right now.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Hey, what you guys want with Era? She's my friend. So, you should
Come on, Peter. Come on.
tell me why you're here.
Baby steps.
You actually hear the tiefling ring in from in your AoE. Why, Peter? You must come with us too.
Wait,
One
do I know these people? Oh no.
You would recognize one of them.
Oh no, which one?
Actually, the tiefling who is talking to you right now.
Oh no. Were they in the adventuring party?
They would have been.
Tiefling Ranger.
What's their
The
name?
tiefling sorcerer.
Hey, you gotta get out of that light. It will turn you into bones.
Their name would be Zerdos.
Hey, Zerdis, I don't think this is very good right now.
I'm locked in melee with 2 people. This is pretty far from good.
I know, I just don't want to be a bother about it.
Do they seem to be under some kind of spell?
Go ahead and make a arcane.
You can wait till
arcane check.
my turn.
Yeah, we'll wait until your turn. Yeah, she stares directly at you, and she's like, "Come on, Peter, we're getting the party back together."
Peter's one of us now.
That sounds kind of nice, but yeah, I'm with you.
I'll show you a party!
And Xandroth is gonna. This ranger got out of the AoE, right?
Yes, the ranger is just out of the AoE.
Great. They will now no longer be. Xandroth is going to fire 2 lasers. You know what? Peter will hold. He was holding up the rock
Ranger's
before.
in melee with me.
Yeah, these lasers are gonna fly out of this fucking pegmatite.
Break with that ass.
And there's gonna be 2 rolls to hit here. First is a 28 on Eldritch Blast. Next is an 18. Do those hit?
Those would hit.
The ranger that's in combat with Rumi. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get. It's gonna be fucking ridiculous.
It's probably gonna kill him.
Yeah. So he's gonna take. First, he's gonna take 11 radiant damage. Then he's gonna take 10 radiant damage. Then he's gonna get knocked 20 feet back into the AOE and need to make a con save.
Okay, well here's exactly what happens. Okay. You fire these Eldritch Blasts. Do you want to describe like what it all looks like?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't think this one is anything too crazy in particular. I just think these rocks that Peter is holding as his eyes are sort of eclipsed with this power. The rocks refract and fire these laser beams.
Well, either way, this elven ranger gets knocked back and falls down on his side in the AoE. And as he does, he starts to actually get enveloped with like a holy light and starts floating up into the sky. And the light becomes so bright that you see like his body slowly dissipate into ashes as he fades to nothing.
I think he's in a better place.
Thank you. Exandros.
It's honestly hard.
He's not.
And as a bonus action, let's see. Is anyone? Everyone is currently in the. You know what? This is fucking funny. Do I have a rope? No, I don't.
Yeah.
So
just
there's
to,
a sorcerer and a fighter left?
Yes, the sorcerer is still standing in your AoE.
Oh, I do have a rope. Okay, Lizard is gonna grab the rope out of my bag and jump, fly over to Thanatos, and try and wrap the rope around the guy's legs so he further is just like in that. He's gonna basically tie his shoelaces and like tie him with rope. So using an object interaction.
Wait, on which one? Sorry.
On the muscular guy fighting Thanatos right now.
Can you do a sleight of hand with your lizard?
Yeah, I can.
Just because like that's impressive. That's an impressive feat.
What would that do?
lizard.
Would that give me advantage?
Well, it doesn't matter because I rolled a 5.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know
you
if that's
untie
an
his
object
shoelaces.
interaction.
that does feel like more than one.
Either way, okay, that's
It would
fine.
fail.
It could
fail.
just be his action, but yeah. Okay, cool. That's what Lizard does. And
Yeah.
that is gonna.
He just
end my
he kind
turn.
of bites on the shoelace and like licks it a little bit.
Nice job, Lizard. And then I'm gonna get like 30 more feet away from this whole
Okay.
shebang. So
And
they
yeah,
can't
the
get
only
to me.
person standing in your AoE at this point is the tiefling sorcerer, I believe.
Did the others make it out?
I believe, the one that's attacking. They're both fighting Rumi. They were both fighting Rumi.
Archer, well, I actually pushed
Oh yeah,
One
you did
back
push him
in.
back in.
the
He's
fighter
yeah.
9 feet back.
That's
so
what I
if-
thought.
right. Yeah. Next up is the sorcerer.
Make a con save.
Your good old buddy from your party back in the day
Hey, you should get out of there, please.
rolled a very bad roll damage.
Jesus Christ. I think okay, so now they have disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws because they have 3 levels of exhaustion.
I'm just gonna. It probably is not gonna matter. These guys don't have a ton of health.
They take it's 15 radiant damage.
15 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay. How do they die? Do they die?
I want them to say something about how they recognize me. Just start talking about it. just really quick.
Almost in a moment of clarity, light flashing before her eyes, she looks at you. Wait, Peter.
You are now gas.
And she just fucking turns into into
her
sparkles.
clothes just fumble to the ground as nothing of her body remains but gas. Jesus Christ.
Okay, that's that.
That's that, I guess. Next up is Era, who is going to once again try to firebolt this guy.
Damn it!
You should tell her not to.
Nobody attacked this one.
It's okay. She's really fucking bad at hitting people. She got an 8 to hit. She does not hit.
Good job, Era. You're doing great.
Stop.
There's a small.
Stop hitting
There's
the
a
trees.
now bush. There's a bushfire now.
Everywhere
Actually-
we go, we
I know
cause
it's a theme.
problems.
As she shoots the bolt at him, I do want to look over to her and say,
This fight is mine alone.
Okay. She looks over
Let's not get in
to
his way when he says something like that.
Rumi and Peter, and she notices that actually 5 of them are dead now. and she is going to actually just enjoy the show from now on, I guess.
I'm catching on that Alexandroth is a fucking murderer.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah,
it.
no, he's
I like
like
it.
an actual monster.
yeah,
Yeah,
I like
he's
it.
bad.
Yeah, he's,
Next
like,
up he's
super
gonna be
bad.
Thanatos.
Thanatos.
And here I catch
Thanatos.
on that Thanatos is a murderer. I already knew that.
Well, we already knew that. Yeah, the first his
we,
little
can, we
introduction.
can fix Thanatos.
if sucking
I can
people into a
fix them.
hellvoid.
I can fix him.
It appears you will die a godless coward.
And I want to get the double-bladed scimitar out. And as I pull it out, I want to kind of spin it with my hand actually spinning to turn it. And I want to try and slash down at his arm. What I really want to do is cut it off, but I don't know if I can.
I think you need to ask him to pray and then beat the shit out of him.
That first one is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Second one is going to be a 10 to hit.
Does not hit.
Third one is going to be a natural 20.
That hits. Yes! He did it! He got it! Actually!
Bye-bye.
Okay, so on both
And it
of the
wasn't
ones
on a blight.
on both of the ones I hit, I'm going to smite.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do both at level 2. The first
gonna
one
fucking
is
kill us
the
then.
normal damage. That one's gonna be 9 damage, just slashing. And then the other one I think is just a D4. So that one's gonna be a 1. So just 10 total slashing damage. And then
Surely enough to take off a human being.
a human
Well,
arm.
let's
mean,
see what
come
the total arm, the total damage is here.
Arm damage, yeah.
35 damage.
35 damage.
So 45 total damage.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, you
It's
can
almost
cut
like
off
it's
whatever
his
the
job.
fuck you want right now. He's not dead
I
yet.
would like
but,
to.
like,
I would like to spin down, cut off his left arm, or no, his right arm, and then look him in the eyes again.
Yes.
Goodbye.
And I want to go for the other arm too, and just kind of like hack into it, so it's not falling all the way off, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
hanging.
Pray now.
Kneel and die like the coward you are.
Christ, man.
Yes.
That's your
Teach him
turn.
the error of his ways of existing.
Yeah, that's my turn.
I can fix him.
Oh my god. Next up is the dwarf fighter who.
Okay, I just realized something, by the way. Rumi, you pushed him back in, right? To the sickening
He did get
radiance.
pushed back in. Yes.
Okay, he needs to make a con save for that, and then another one at the start of his turn. So he needs to make 2 con saves right now.
Okay, well he fails the first one. He got a natural 20 on the second one.
Okay, so he fails one. He's going to take another level of exhaustion. So I think he has disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws now. And he's going to take 18 radiant damage.
Yeah. How does this guy die?
He fucking. I want Rumi to describe what you do first, and then I'll describe what happens.
Oh, I mean, I just imagine that as he's choking on this fucking holy gas, he starts to move forward to attack me and blows up in a thunderous boom of.
Oh yeah,
of
that's
radiant
cool.
energy.
That's cool. Yeah, no, you see like a glimmer of hope in his eyes. He steps forward once, and you just see his face like, uh-oh.
And he's swinging in, and just as it's like a foot away from Rumi's face.
The golden strings all electrify around
falls.
his body, and he just falls.
Yeah, and then he
I-
becomes bone, sinks into the ground.
I move my. Who's left?
Just the guy
This
fighting.
Thanatos guy.
Who has
Oh.
one less arm and half.
This
Well,
poor guy.
just in case, I move my because it's. Never mind.
Never mind. Okay.
Yep.
It would be you next, Rumi.
Bonus action, Misty Step right behind the guy that Thanatos is fighting. And I look over around his shoulder. Need any help there?
Do I appear to need help?
Yeah, and you look down at this guy, and he's missing an arm, and his other arm is like dangling almost half off from the other one.
Jeez, man.
I put my hand on the shoulder of him, cast command again. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. And I get really close to his ear and whisper, drop.
As you whisper in his ears, his eyes sort of widen a little bit as he's staring up, and he does drop to his knees.
Oh wow, we are Godslayers, aren't we?
And looks up at towards you, Thanatos. Still fear in his eyes and his arm still shaking, the one left. It almost as an impulse at this point due to nerve damage from a sword almost cutting it off. But you know.
That didn't break the compelled duel, actually. It has to be a harmful spell.
It has to, yeah, harm him. Yeah. And next up would be this barbarian.
Fuck is he gonna do?
That's a good point.
What the fuck is he gonna do?
Here's what we'll do.
He has to spend it. No, he has to spend his action for command anyway, so he can't do anything.
So he drops to his knees there, obviously. He stares up at you, Thanatos, and like his eyes almost water, and as they do, they kind of drop a little ink from both of his eyes.
I should have said kneel.
That would have been good.
Anyways, you
and
can
he looks
imagine
towards
that way.
you, Peter. He says, Peter, you need not be the coward you've always been. Come on.
Okay. Jeez, man.
My eyebrows furrowed.
Have some courage.
I think you
And he
need
looks
like
back up.
I think you need to have a doctor.
He looks back up towards you, Thanatos. And he gives a little smile as this little ink sort of like drips down into his mouth now. He says, the Rocklit Caverns. You know the place. And we're gonna bring it to Thanatos now.
Is it an action to roll insight? See if he's being possessed?
I'll be a bonus.
Okay. Well, that's 11. Would I think he's controlled, or would I think he's just bad?
God, that's a hard one. He's very like outwardly controlled, but it's also not uncommon behavior from like a blight.
He's evil.
Yeah, so he's evil. Like you can sense, you sensed holy energy emanating from this guy before the fight started.
I look up at Thanatos a bit maniacal, and I say, nobody calls Peter a coward.
I nod to you, and I look down to him.
I basically, you watch
Have
me
you
as
no
I like,
more words
I like
as
make
you
this guy kneel
stand
with my hand.
before death?
He just lets out a little smile. My adventure is not over yet. The heavens will embrace me.
As he's saying this, I want to go for the attack.
Oh, no.
So then that's a 19.
Hits.
Okay.
How do you do this? There's no way. There's
hang
no
on.
way you don't.
I want to know how much I do.
Okay,
The next one's a 23, and then the next one is a 19.
All of us hit.
11 plus 9, so 20. I do 21 damage. As he's saying, like, my adventure's not over, I want to come down, cut his head off.
Yeah, so he's like, my adventure is not yet. And his eyes go wide as they sort of, as his head sort of flips over through the air.
I'd like to, like, as it flips over in the air, I'd like to catch it. Is there any way, I don't know if this makes any sense really. I can use just a little bit of my lay on hands pool to keep his brain keep his brain alive so that he can process what's happening as I
Okay, we're the bad guys. We're the bad guys. Yeah, we're the bad. Okay, we're the bad guys. Yeah,
as I stick his head in the top of a tree.
We're for sure the bad guys.
I don't approve
Just
of
a
this.
tree.
Just to watch us, just to
Disgusting.
see his own last moments.
The darkest description I've ever heard in my life.
That is awful, terrible.
Fucking berserk levels of brutal.
Yeah, it is. You can keep him alive for like an additional 30 seconds. I'll say.
brain
But
cells
something
alive
Can
like that.
anyways.
Xantroth make it seem like it's 30 years?
What the fuck? Okay, here's what
Here's
happens. Yeah, you do
Thanatos.
this.
Let me help with that. Live 1,000 adventures.
I'm totally down
Die
for this campaign
1,000
as a villain.
deaths.
Like, if we all just go, if we all just like start out as promising
anyway,
heroes and
man.
end as villains, I'm totally
I'm
fine.
cool
with
with
Go
this,
anyway,
bro.
man.
Listen, man, it is what it is, bro.
Yeah,
Do
so
what you will,
this guy,
Alexandra.
his eyes widen, and you can see like things happening in the reflection of his eyes, and like drool kind of drips out, and then after 30 seconds about he dies, but in his mind the same scene played over and over of Thanatos trapping him within this paradoxical situation where he could not fight him, but he also could not run. And then getting his limbs cut off repeatedly over and over again for 30 goddamn years, apparently.
Occasionally, once every 5 or so years, he'll see him. He's used the Falcon of Fate to give him a little hope.
Like in his last moments, he sees me looking at him, still in that demonic figure.
No one calls Peter a coward.
God.
Holy shit, and that's the end of initiative order.
Hey, thanks for sticking up for me, guys.
I guess press digitation and clean up the blood on everybody's clothes.
Thank you.
Hey, so what the fuck?
Hey,
Everything looks clean, like nothing happened.
I blacked out for a second. Was it how bad was it this time?
Peter, you
They were,
like incinerated people and one of them turned into gas.
They seem to be compelled by
gas.
the blight.
And the robot guy just teared him limb from limb.
What did you think I was kidding when I said
Speak
we
to
were
me
God
with
Slayers?
respect.
Bring it down a notch now, Thanatos. It's all over. We can return to our sleep, I think.
Oh, you're making me yawn now when you yawn. But
What is
before we
this?
take our mandatory nap, Era, one of those people mentioned Terran, and I recognized them. They were from our group before, the Tiefling, before I can't remember which turned into gas and which didn't, the Sibylla, but
I think, yeah, she turned to gas.
yeah, she might have been the one that turned into bones. It's oh boy.
So that's what he's been doing.
And I think
What did he say just now?
well, he
They were
said
here for you.
they said I was a coward, which yeah, I mean, I guess.
Well,
and,
yeah, it's
they
kinda
wanted
mean.
they wanted you as well.
She looks at this barbarian's head that you've hung from the tree now. Oh. Hugthar. He also adventured. Then she looks towards you, Peter, quickly.
Oh, so I recognize this guy as well, or not so much?
You wouldn't recognize this guy.
Okay,
He would have
okay.
been after you left.
Are these
After you
all
had left, Terran, he joined us.
Are these all of Terran's old adventuring companions?
I think so.
So that means that Terran is a blight.
She kind of looks down towards the ground. Yeah, I guess so. What did that guy say? He said the location.
I got a little bit of it. Rocklet. Did you guys hear anything?
Peter,
Rocklet Caverns.
that's where. And she's just kind of like looking at you, almost sincerely. That was where we did our last adventure with Terran. It's when you saved our lives.
Yeah. And do you think there's a way to save him this time? I mean, Thanatos and Rumi here, they can do anything. I think they can do it.
Well, seeing you guys in action, I wouldn't put it past you to find a way, but I myself wouldn't know of any such way.
Maybe when I give him back his sword, maybe he'll remember something that kind of worked before. A little bit.
Maybe. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna keep following Thanatos into the woods. But when we do get to the caverns, and we will, I guess I'm gonna try and get him to come back. And he'll probably squish me, but I can try. He's a wonderful person, and he really helped me a lot.
You will not be squished, Peter.
You will be Sqlointed.
Sqloint.
Yeah, Peter blushes at that.
We,
Thank you.
If I may, we should take a moment and sit in silence with this. These souls, though they may have been touched by the blight, sounds like they were undeserving of such corruption.
I don't think. I wish we could have saved them too. Hey.
Alexandra pops out.
Oh shit.
He doesn't. Just says he doesn't. You don't even want to say.
Oh, I don't.
Hey, just really quiet. Don't tell him I said this. But all the magic that Xandroth does is pretty, it's mean.
Diabolical.
Yeah, and I was wondering, okay, don't tell him this. He will turn me into bones and then gas. But, you guys all do magic, and maybe if I can convince Xandroth, maybe he could help someone instead of turning them into gas or making a moon beast.
Can I hear
He's
that?
like, yeah, you're
Yeah,
there.
I'm whispering to like everyone here.
Okay.
I'm almost whispering as if I'm very scared that Xandroth will hear me,
Okay.
which is, I'm sure he does, but
Yeah.
I'm-
You begin to feel your left shin liquefy.
what the fuck? Okay, never mind. I'm actually turning into Goose, and never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't tell me anything. Never tell me anything. And
It's like I
Xandroth.
said.
sorry for asking.
It is like I said when we all first met. We must and can find another way. This time, I wish they weren't already lost and so set on being our enemy. But I know that death is not where life ends. And if we can will it, life here should be peaceful, and life after should be perfect. I'm sure that we can start saving them. And Peter, your mind and your body is your own. Your soul is powerful.
I don't know about all that.
If Thanatos and I can help you see that, I know, certain, that you will exert your will over Xandroth.
Oh, I don't know if I'd phrase it like that. Maybe I don't know about that.
You must.
Maybe I could start with like healing a boo-boo or something.
You saved that one. The hunter. Before we met Thanatos. You know it's possible.
I mean, yeah, but that was mostly you though, and that wasn't. I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Huh.
Thanatos.
Cool.
Peter, your heart is pure. Xandroth may be malicious, but it is an evil necessary for what is to come.
Yeah, sometimes I get flashes, of what I think he wants to be tight with you. It seems like I could tell, because I didn't like the way you cut that guy into a million pieces. I mean, it was fine, but I think Xandroth really liked the way you cut that guy in a million pieces and made him stand still and pee his pants and kill him and then made him live again.
His goals align with my own.
Both of your brutal natures aside, Thanatos, unlike Xandroth, I've observed, has some semblance of a liking towards the living, starting with that lizard, and perhaps your family in the past.
He's a cool lizard.
The lizard is a worthy ally. And if we are to save Yuri, This I would not be opposed to. But you all must understand. Our mission, our goal, requires an iron will. Should they not be saved, their heads must roll. Even those we've come to love before.
Okay.
Well, I love all of you. Let's finish our rest
Whoa, that's okay.
and set
That's a
out
lot.
tomorrow.
I love you too? No, I don't know. I don't.
I hug Peter.
Aw. Thank you, guys.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Good night.
Good night. Nap time. We take a nap.
I want to finish
Era-
my long
Era
rest,
actually-
goddammit.
Yeah, Era actually stays up and does the final watch now. As you all sort of begin to doze off.
I do want to
underneath the
really
twilight
quickly,
sky. Yeah.
before everyone goes, as Peter's kind of laying there, grab him on his shoulder, pretty tight, while everyone else is like gone to sleep. Except I guess the
Yeah, they're all
woman would
splitting
be-
up, but you
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
eyes snap open again to a pile of dead animals.
grab your shoulder.
Peter,
Hey, Thanatos.
might I speak to him?
Yeah, hang on, he was just taking a nap, so he might be kind of grumpy, but,
Oh, yes. Bizly, you've set me free. Free from the void. Oh, Thanatos. Oh, good job killing that guy. Big time.
I did what was necessary. Peter, I fear he has grown attached to the blight we are to face.
Oh, yes. Tell him I hear his thoughts are muddled about this. He does not have what it takes.
This is my worry. Should we not save him, like the others choose? You must be the one. Do not let Peter stand in the way.
Oh, Peter will never stand in the way. Tell him we'll be gas.
I give him a nod.
yeah, it's very weird because like you're talking to Peter about this, but it's almost like it's almost like if you were to inhabit someone else's body, like the kind of facial like mannerisms and things change drastically. I mean, he holds himself so much differently. It's almost sinister, and it almost feels like he's like analyzing you a little bit, and his eyes are this black kind of midnight eclipse, and he kind of gives you a nod, a smile, and then Peter closes his eyes and slowly shifts backwards into bed and is asleep.
Kind of give him a little tap. I pull Lizard off of my shoulder,
I would
let him
have been asleep
rest
to
on
that.
Peter, and then I'll shut down nearby.
Wait.
And as and as you all continue to finish your rest here underneath the twilight sky, that is where we're going to end this session.
Let's go.
Oh, man, mark long rest, man, mark long
Just roll.
All right, guys, we'll talk about this on Just Roll with it. So upgrade your patron tier.
Okay.
Do it now.
Bye.
Bye.
Pegmatite you later.